Hello, my sexy true art believers. How are you doing today? This is what's this? What's my name again? This is Pierson. I am the number one live art streamer in the world. If not, if I'm not the number one live art streamer, I am the number one. I don't know. It's like I got the best mustache. How about that? Anyways, alrighty then. So today is day 391 of 400 days of drawing, and we're gonna be cracking on some grid drawing today. Hopefully, I'll get some squares done. That's what I'm focusing on. This is gonna be one of the the longest drawing you're gonna see me work on forever for a lot on a live drawing. The reason why is because I have a finite amount of time to do these lives, and I'm trying my darndest to do them. But I wish I could do it for like 2 hours straight. That's my goal. That is my goal for the end of the year, to do live streams every day for 2 hours straight. Like, just do a live stream for 2 hours. That would be phenomenal. I'm That's gonna be my goal. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can. I have zero time. Anyways, today we're gonna work on this drawing for about 30 minutes or so, about actually 28 minutes because we're 2 minutes in. So without further ado, I gotta get to drawing. All right, everyone. What I'm gonna do here is I'm going to do a little bit of drawing here. Where are we? Okay. Let's zoom in. Let's do a little zoomification. Oops, no, we got to do some. I got to do some. I got to turn to mitigate anything that might happen. I usually have issues with the internet, so I want to avoid that. So I'm turning airplane mode on my phone, so there's less sway, less internet bandwidth being eaten up on multiple items. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And let's see, we're gonna go find my brushes here. They're all kind of mixed up here. We're gonna do the soft round, and I'm gonna press B. I'm gonna I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna zoom in right here. So as you can see, this is my grid, and what we're gonna do is I'm not gonna work on the face or any of this stuff right now. Not right now. It's gonna be a lot later. I'm thinking like months later, unless something absolutely happens, changes within that time frame. So we're gonna work on what layer? Okay, it looks like I am. Whoa! Already we're having issues. All right. Okay. Exit out of you. We'll save you because I didn't do anything, but then we'll load you back up, apparently. So Photoshop does not like me, by the way. It does not like anything about me. So I don't like Photoshop. Photoshop, you are the bane of my existence right now. I don't know why you find it funny. Why can't I see my brush tab? How about that? Okay, so it's there. There we go. I was like, what is going on? It's like, I can't see my brush tab. So this is not abnormal when I first start these live streams. It's like there's always a ton of issues. So I think I'm right here. We're going to move this way. This all seems kind of jumbled. So I want to soften this up a little bit, just like soften it up some. And we're just going to kind of add a little bit of a fade here. Very slowly add a fade of tone. Essentially, just kind of soften up this area just a little bit more than how I have it. Very slow, just kind of softening up things in areas. Like that. Maybe add a little bit of this here. And so forth. And this whole area, I want it to be less hard. So it's kind of like a hard edge at the moment. I don't want it like that. I need more and more of a transition. So we're just gonna make this area a little bit cleaner, like that. Soften this up a little bit. What a day! I always say this. What a day! Like as if I've done a lot. I've really, actually, I have, but like really haven't. You know, you ever have those days where you've done a lot, but you really haven't done much. You're just kind of like, you think you've done a lot. I don't know. Maybe I have done a lot. It's all a blur to me now. Everything's just a blur. It's just all a blur. All of it's a blur. Speaking of blur, I'm thinking my eyes are kind of getting a little blurry. Oh my gosh! Wow. Perhaps I need to see an optometrist. I'm an optometrist, not a pessimist. You ever heard that? That's pretty funny. That was from Trailer Park Boys. I used to watch a ton of Trailer Park Boys. I love that show. Like I would like, it was almost like when I'd watch it, I'd feel like I was a part of that group of people. I felt like I was in the trailer park and I was experiencing what it was like to live in that trailer park. And it was so like refreshing because it was just interesting. I felt like whenever I watched that show, I was just it was like I was immersed in the story and I could always watch it. You know, I've must have seen that series a couple times now. Um, and it's one of those shows that I probably should just start watching again, but like do watch it as I do like chores and stuff. I wish I could though. Like I think I can't. It's kind of a not a show that you want to watch around your kids. So you don't want to be watching that stuff around. There's too many curse words. But I love watching Trailer Park Boys. It used to be a show. It used to be like a pleasure of mine back in the day to watch Trailer Park Boys. I don't watch it anymore though. I just don't. I wish I could. I just one of those things that I had to kind of let go a little bit, and it sucks that that's the case. Like you had to let go. They have to let go of certain things in life, right? I don't know about letting glow. Letting go is a good word for it, but I just feel like yeah, I just had to let it go. It's just like video games. I played Halo. No, I didn't play Halo. I haven't played Halo in forever. I'm not. I played Destiny, which was made by the creators of Halo, so it's kind of like the same thing, you know. Um, and I used to play Destiny a lot, and what it turned out to be is it was just like a huge time suck. Like I could never. It would. I never felt like good after playing it. I felt good during the time that I was playing the game, but after playing it, I really didn't feel happy with myself because it was like I hours and hours of time were squandered playing that game, And at the end of the day, I felt really, really bad. I felt bad. I felt really awful. Throwing away that precious time on something that I really can't take with me. Nothing. I have nothing to really show for it other than like a cool looking like character avatar. And even that, like, what am I gonna do? Will that to my kid? Like, I like you are put that in my will. Like, you get my Destiny character avatar character profile. I bet you they have that. I bet you there are wills that have like people like giving away like profile like their people's profile like character profiles in games because I know back in the day people would sell World of Warcraft like sell their accounts. They'd make a fake they make a burner email address and then they'd sell their character accounts to other people. They'd give the email to them and stuff like that. And I was like, you can Let's imagine that was a thing. Like people can make money off of selling accounts on World of Warcraft. Like imagine that's insane. Not insane, but like that's just a mind-boggling thing for me that you can You can like make money doing that. I'm really interested in like weird ways that people make money these days. I really am. I'm like really intrigued by the idea that people are making money doing the things online that you can never dream of doing 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you know? Like, who'd have thought that? I hate bringing this up. Like, who'd have thought that, like, not even 10 years ago, like you can make money making weird noises on I hate bringing this up because it's so stupid. It's like a stupid thing, but people make so much money off it. Not really dudes, but a lot of chicks do. They've been like making weird licking noises on microphones. Like it's like ASMR stuff. Like you can make money doing that. That is the weirdest thing for me. Like that you can do that, right? And people have no problem with that, right? They have no, not that it should be a problem, but like it's not weird. It like that used to be, people would think like that is weird, dude. That you're like, oh, what do you do for a living? Like you ask someone, oh man, you ever heard of ASMR? Like, no, do tell. Well, basically, I take a microphone and I lick it for 30 minutes. What? Yeah, people love it. People love the heck out of it. They pay me money just to do that. Like what? Yeah, I make millions of dollars doing it. You make millions of dollars licking a microphone. Faux show, dog. Trust me. You should try it out. There's a career in it, like like that's the thing. Like mothers are going to be like saying, "Hey, there's a career in licking microphones that are look like ears." I think they look like ears. Do they look like ears? I don't know. All I know is I've watched some out of pure curiosity. I'm like, what the heck is this? Because I would go on Twitch. And I'd see like 5,000, like I don't know how many thousand. There's like, let's just say the person had 1,000 followers or saw 1,000 watchers, people watching simultaneously. I'm like, what is going on? Why is this person? This person's getting 1,000 watchers, and literally the person's licking the microphone and then whispers every time like someone like drops money in their like stupid little like PayPal drop bin or whatever. You hear that little ka-ching noise. The person's like, "Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it." And they'll say their name or something stupid like that. And I'm like, "What the heck is this? This can't be. I'm living in a fantasy world, and you're getting money licking like doing what amounts to literally nothing. Like, yeah, it literally is nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're doing nothing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you're like the standard to like for the next generation is going to be very warped. People are going to think that they can make money doing that, and like, yeah, a few of you will be able to make money doing that, not all of you. And that's the problem. People go on these things thinking that they're going to be making money off like and I think there is truth to that. Like you'll be able to make some money. Some people will be able to make money, but not like the heavy hitters that you see, because there'll be those heavy hitter guys that are doing like making mad money just doing stupid stuff like that. And like it sets like an awkward tone for the average person. It makes them, not that I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying don't do that. But I'm saying don't put all your eggs in that basket thinking that that's going to be your ticket to Money Town, right? Yeah, like, I'm going all in on making weird noises on Twitch. Going all in. I'm throwing all my chips in that pile, and I'm going all in. And then, but then again, what do I know? Because I've heard a lot of people on these stations, on a lot of stations say, you know what, become hyper niche in what you do, and it like it will you will be successful. So I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe if like what they do is they're like hyper niche market on what they're doing, and that's the reason why they're so successful. So maybe that might be the case. I don't know, but like I feel like it might not be the right choice in general, to be doing that kind of stuff. Like I don't think there's longevity in it. You know, there might not be any longevity in it. Okay, before I get confused, I'm going to I'm going to go to my I'm going to go to my layers here, go to my X's, and hit some X marks here. Right, I'm going to mark out the areas that I've worked on a little bit. So I'm going to mark this one out, and this one. This one's done. Uh, yeah, we'll just leave those alone. And I just want to make sure that those are the areas I've kind of worked on. So I went on my other layer, and now we're going to go back to my dress area. And now we're going to let's go ahead and kind of let's work on this one really and make it officially done. Um, but yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's darn right amazing. And like the script, the whole making like lit like the whole script has been flipped. There is no like standard way of making money. No more. Gone are the days of like just this, how do you make money? You go to your parents like, "Dad, how do you make money?" "Well, son, you have to get a job, and then you slowly save a little bit of money each from each paycheck, and then pretty soon you have a nice little nest egg. And maybe if you're lucky, your company will give you a matching 401k plan," right? Like, but really, it's more like if someone ask that now, like, well, you can lick you can make weird noises on the microphone, son. What? Yes, you can literally do that. You can go on your Twitchy Twitch and lick the microphone and make weird noises on there for hours on end, and you could build a following slowly but surely, and then all of a sudden you might be getting like a Twitch affiliate account, and then pretty soon you might make money. Really, Dad? I don't know. It's good. It's worth a try. But like, yeah, man, that's the thing now. You can do that. That you can do that. That's amazing. That's an amazing thing. It's also terrifying. Um, that you can make money doing what really is essentially like just kind of nothing. It's a nothing burger. And a lot of people also, it's not like you do it and you like get immediate success. It's not like that happens, obviously, because look at me. I've been doing this for more than a year. I haven't. It's not like I've gotten immediate success in any of it. But there is a possibility that that could happen to you. I'm not saying that it will. I'm not telling people that, oh, this is the solution. You know how like all these stupid people on YouTube, not stupid, they're really clever. They're like these marketers will like, I just made $3,000 before I woke up this morning. Want to see how I do it? Join my Patreon and pay for my monthly whatever it is for my monthly course. Like you're not selling a course. Actually, your money is coming from the course, not from the not from the sales, bro. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm being. I'm being silly. I find it very interesting. I find it very um, enlightening and therapeutic and very humbling all at once. That you can do stuff like that, and People make money on eBay. People make millions of dollars a year selling used stuff on eBay. That's an amazing thing. That is amazing too. You don't have to have any skill. You just got to be you just got to be able to find stuff that you can sell on there, and you just got to be moderately decent at customer service, and you'll be great. You got to be consistent. Um it's all about consistency. Everything that you do in life, in my opinion, I feel is like it's all about just being consistent and just working at it over and over again. And then out of nowhere, all that consistency kind of just adds up. It builds up. It's building like this this metaphorical like it's building a metaphorical like snowball, and it's just gathering momentum. And for some, it might be really, really like it might take a really, really long time. But when it happens, boom, all out of nowhere, they got this freight train of like just things happening for them because they put in the time, they kept working at it. You know, maybe that's where I'm at. Like, it's going to take me a long time to get to a positive area in my life, but like when it happens, it will be glorious because all that time and all that effort is going to show. It's gonna be like amazing, amazing. No, but yeah, I find it all fascinating. I find everything fascinating. I find it fascinating that you can make money posting pictures of yourself on Instagram. You know, like you literally, like you literally, that's all you do. You like post, like sponsors will come up to you, and because you're probably attractive, actually, probably attractive, they want you to like post yourself right next to a product of theirs or whatever, and then people will buy that stuff. And I find that I mean, it's amazing. I find that amazing, but also like, come on, dude. People go on these platforms to get away from the world, not necessarily like to be buying all this stuff. And it can be kind of it can be like kind of disingenuous in my opinion. I feel like sometimes these platforms can really, like like really hurt people. You know, I've heard I've heard like stories about Mr. Beast. I think Mr. Beast is an amazing guy. Like, gosh darn, man, look what he did. He's got like 200 million followers, and like he donates a ton of his money. That's great, but I also feel like he's like suckering a ton of kids because I heard stories from like my like nephews and nieces talking about how they're asking for like Mr. Beast shirts or yeah, like hoodies and stuff. They're asking for money to get hoodies for Mr. Beast, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so cool! You got a hoodie of Mr. Beast. Ew. You're the popular kid in town now. You got an expensive hoodie." No, man, I find it that's great. I mean, like making money's good, right? I guess, right? It's not a bad thing. I also feel that though, it the some of these purchases are misguided, right? But I was a kid too. Like I would buy. I look back at all the stuff I was like really interested in as a kid, and I was like, that wasn't my. I wasn't really into that stuff. That was marketing because I was stupid and I didn't know any better. And that's what they do. Like they like there is like some sort of like there's I guess you would call it like predatory marketing towards kids. I think there's laws against that. I don't even know. Don't quote me on that, but like I think that's just terrible. That there's that it's kind of terrible in that way, right? Like it's all about like that's why I don't know. I'm bouncing to another idea. But I think that's why a lot of these influencers and like these people that make a lot of money on these platforms, I think that's why they're making a lot of money because they're like viewed as like the the anti-corporation, anti-corporation, right? They're sticking to the man because now they're making money, but really it's not. They're not even anti-corporation because technically the platforms they're using are corporations. So technically they're not anti-corporation at all. It's more like just like, yep. Uh, um, it's kind of funny. It's a funny world that we live in. It's just funny. All of it's very funny. So, just doing a grid drawing here, and as you can see, I've been working at it the entire time. I think these are done. I don't want to get too micro, even though I'm getting very micro with these, but I don't want to get too micro because I know that I can. It really doesn't matter. Like this stuff, this kind of stuff doesn't like matter. All of this, whatever this doesn't matter in the whole grand scheme of things. Like this, the way this looks doesn't matter. And I'm not worried about it so much. I'm trying to I'm hoping that through doing this, my through compounding interest or the compounding practice, I'll get better and better at using the airbrush tool. So there is a underlying reason why I'm doing this is so that I can get better at creating blending, basically get better at blending. And how I do that is through using the airbrush. I'm also taking doing a lot of color testing in the around in the surrounding areas to blend them a little bit closer to what I'm seeing. So there is a method or a reason why I'm doing this. It's not just because I want to be like, oh, I want to make it like the most mundane live stream, because really you don't want to watch someone do a grid drawing. No one does. It's kind of boring, you know. You want to see them do cool stuff with the face, right? So that's why I'm doing the grid drawing so that I can get better at the blending and actually improve my sight. So there is a method. There is a reason to why I'm doing that thing that I'm doing. I'm not. It's not all like just random. There is some reasons, and I hope that they are valid reasons. You never know if they're valid reasons until you've done that thing, and then you're like, yeah, I don't know if that was worth it. I don't know if that was a worth my time to do it, you know? And that's fine, right? It's fine to be in that position. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think we get kind of there's like maybe there's a stigma of like messing up and overly worrying about silly things. And so I've learned through my art to kind of like not care less about the art, but definitely not worry about it so much. I used to get very frustrated when I was younger at making art because I would see all these great artists and I'd like, how do they do that? And I was very frustrated because I'd see them and I couldn't process. I had like that. I had a dumb brain. I'm dumb. So let's put it that way. I had like that dumb processing brain. I couldn't process how they managed to do the things that they were doing uh, on canvas or on paper. I just didn't know, and I wasn't. It's I don't know. Like I don't know where I was going to go with that. I think, and I wasn't like informed. I wasn't an educated artist at the time. And I kind of still am not an educated artist. I know quite a bit, but I feel like I don't know a lot. Like, quite honestly, I know a lot, but I don't know a lot, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like I've acquired a very specialized set of artistic knowledge that is good, but also bad because it can be kind of limiting. Anyways, that is it for the day. I want to zoom out here. I did about 6 squares, or I worked on 6 squares, finished 2 of them. I think these are okay. These 3 are good. So that's good. And yeah, so that's what I did today. 6 squares or so. And we're going to save it real quick. And hopefully Photoshop doesn't like lock out. And we're going to just flip it around. Whoop. And there we go so far. And then we're going to just kind of remove the extras. And so that's what I have so far. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on this one, and then I'm going to work on it again Saturday, and then Sunday is going to be Cactus Sunday. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate you. I know you're my #1 fan, and I want to say thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Alrighty then, I got to get going. It is pretty late, and I got a few activities I got to do for the rest of the day before I go to work. Because I'm a working man. I got lots of work to do. All I do is work. Oh my gosh. Make it stop. That's what it feels like. Always working. There's no end to it all. All right. Anyways, I want to say goodbye and have a wonderful day. Cheers.